Oh, hello.
And a big, big, big congrats on the Croods, A New Age. It's heartfelt and beautiful. I wish I saw it on the big screen.
Yeah, it's it's a big movie. It's got big themes, big comedy, and it's a fantastical world that is quite beautiful.
Oh, no, so take us from the very beginning. What made you want to follow the light and direct the Croods, A New Age?
Ah, um, you know, I'm such a fan of the first movie, and I've been here at DreamWorks working on other movies side by side when Chris and Kirk were creating the first Croods. So it's such an honor and so exciting to take on the next chapter of this of the Croods family. For me, I've got three kids myself. I love family. It's so important, and I love stories about family because you have a way in as a viewer from so many points. You got and especially in the Croods, you've got a grandmother, you've got parents, you've got teenage kids, and so it's awesome to be able to watch something with your family that everybody can laugh at and enjoy.
Have you shown the Croods the sequel to your kids yet?
Oh yeah, they would come in to work with me a lot. Oops, sorry. They would come in to work with me and sit in editorial, and it's funny. My 12-year-old son would always go, "I'm not gonna laugh, Dad," and so it was like a challenge. I'm like, "I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna put a joke in there. It's gonna get you." But yeah, especially through working at home over the last 8 months. I think one of the cool things is all of the whole crew's families have been very involved in seeing their day-to-day work, which is kind of one of the few perks of 2020.
That's right, very few. But thank you for mentioning that you came from the art department, story department in your various in your past life. What were the things that you learned from them that you applied here?
So, as a storyboard artist, it's a great opportunity, a great kind of like boot camp of how to tell a story, because you're taking one scene at a time. It's kind of the comic book stage where you draw out where the camera angle is, what sometimes you end up writing the dialogue, sometimes it's like point of view of characters. And so it's jack of all trades, master of none. You figure out how to like break down the story by sequence. And over time you learn more and more, and you eventually are able to wrap your arms around an entire movie. And so it was a great training ground. One of the biggest things I learned from just being at a major animation studio over the last 16 years is how talented everyone is here. And if you collaborate, if you look for the best ideas in every meeting, the work it elevates itself.
Yeah, and you know what? I love your cast, but there's also a strong female empowerment in the film as embodied by Emma Stone's Eve and to some extent Kelly Marie Tran's Dawn. Do you agree with me on that?
Oh yeah, and I'm so happy to hear you say that, because one of the first choices we made coming on to the sequel was we don't want these two girls when they meet each other to be jealous, to be catty, to be negative. We actually looked at it from the point of view, this is two teenagers in a world where they don't come across other girls, and they see each other and it's instantly a best friend. They instantly celebrate each other. There's so much positivity that comes from that, but also there's so much comedy. I'd say like one of the big things was like sometimes in comedies, the comedy's relegated to the men, and then the women are kind of the straightforward characters. We wanted everybody to be flawed and quirky, and I think Eep and Dawn, when they're together, it's so fun to watch them just kind of be idiots together and then really enjoy each other's company.
Yes, a big congrats again. You have to teach me how to speak Punch Monkey though.
Ah, yeah, that was a funny evolution of just think about that. How do they speak? And they obviously have it's an early form of sign language. A lot of use with your hands.
That's right. That's right. So a big congrats again to the Croods, A New Age, a perfect film for both young and the not so young. So there you go, sir.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Oh,
this is for the Filipino channel?
Yeah.
That's awesome. My kids are half Filipino.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. They will be bright and smart when they grow older.
Yes. And they're really great at singing.
There you go. Bye, Mr. Joe.
Thank you, Manny.